Jim Carrey is back as eccentric cable technician Chip Douglas in a new Verizon 5G Super Bowl commercial that will debut during the big game on Sunday. In the ad's 10-second teaser titled Suiting Up, the 60-year-old actor was seen putting on his gear as he reprises his role from the 1996 black comedy The Cable Guy. The spot featured the Dumb and Dumber star in his uniform as he tightened his belt, assembled his drill, flipped a wrench, patted down the row of pens in his pocket, and ran a lint roller over his name patch, which read The Cable OG. The teaser ended with a comedian looking menacing as he brandished his drill under a spotlight in the dark. The ad was created to promote Verizon's 5G home and 5G business internet. Verizon CCO and SVP Andrew McKinney told Adweek that Jim was pretty psyched to do this and felt like this was the right time. "You can't get a better moment than the Super Bowl to do something like this." He continued, "Hopefully, when the viewers see it, it will feel like a great story both from a cultural standpoint and, in terms of 25 years later, what the Cable Guy ultimately represents." In the film, Jim played the titular role of a quirky cable installer who has a habit of stalking his customers. Architect Stephen Kovacs, Matthew Broderick, finds himself the target of Chip's increasingly intrusive behavior. Directed by Ben Stiller and produced by Judd Apatow, the movie also starred Leslie Mann, Jack Black, George Segal, Diane Baker, Eric Roberts, Owen Wilson, Janine Garofalo, David Cross, Andy Dick, Stiller, and Bob Odenkirk. The Cable Guy's reception among critics was mixed and the movie is commonly perceived as a flop. However, the film was actually a box office success, grossing $102 million worldwide, though it underperformed compared to Jim's earlier hits such as Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask and Dumber and Dumber. The film currently has a 54% rating on Rotten Tomatoes with a score of 56 on Metacritic. With the movie, Jim became the first actor to ever receive a $20 million paycheck, which was about half of the movie's budget. In 2011, Apatow told Vulture that he was surprised at the negative reaction to the film, which has since become a cult favorite among Jim's fans. He said, "When we shot it, we laughed so hard every day. We really enjoyed watching Jim perform in that character. It was a really fun shoot." When the movie came out, the fact that it got a weird reception totally blindsided us. We didn't see that coming at all. We just thought the movie was a weird roller coaster ride, or a funny takeoff on all of these insane neighbor movies that were coming out. Apatow continued, "I thought the reviews would be good, that people would be encouraging us and Jim for doing something different. We were so proud of the fact that we were trying to break new ground and take chances. So I was surprised by what people said about the movie." He added, "But looking back, it's hysterical how thrown they were by Jim really changing the direction of his comedy suddenly." Apatow also weighed in on the perception that the film had bombed at the box office, noting that it came out at a time when Jim Carrey's movies were making astronomical amounts of money, so people looked at it as a failure because it didn't make even more money.